Greetings, beautiful family, earth family, soul family, just family, unity, community. We are all one. Yeah, all the expectations, all the understanding, all the beliefs around what family even is. Yeah, when we let that all go. Good morning. Letting that all go, just to see, because we don't know when we are in unity, all these expectations we have, and we just need to let it all unfold. So good morning from this beautiful soul as well, and let me turn the camera around, show you a bit how it looks like today. The light is coming through. We are underneath this sacred tree. Yeah. Deep, deep, deep integration is happening. Deeply rooting in, soul funneling to the body. Charging up with earth. I'm here with my beautiful friend. And so I love to speak about water and the connection with water. I bring him Kangen water every day. So when I arrive and the bowls are empty, it's time for me to come to fill his water up. And this is how we all need to fill our cups up. This is also how we connect with water, like water. Hydrating our relations, our relationships, hydrating our bodies. Without water, we are stagnant, we are not flowing. And this water is beautifully hydrating, microclustered, structured water. And with that I mean, it is optimally structured for the functioning of the body, for the hydration. Yeah, deeply, deeply going in. I have already drunk, so I've given him my whole bottle. And that's how we connect as well. Yeah, he loves that water because he can feel it, the animals can feel it. It's how we are intended to be hydrated. Yeah, that's why those machines are in their 51st year. That's how old, how long they have been around and are loved by many who drink it. When I share it with people, they notice suddenly they can drink more because it goes into the cells, it doesn't sit in the body. So, yeah, this is how we connect as well. And if we are not watering, our relations, they dry out. We are humans, we need to water our relations. And when people are dehydrated, they are not watering their relations because they can't, because they are not watered inside of themselves. They are not deeply nourished and coming from empty. When these cups are empty, when our cups are empty, we can't fill. We are not coming from overflow. So, the deep, deep integration of soul, the deep integration of our source energy, that takes presence and time and just surrender. We cannot buy it, we cannot force it, we cannot do that in a course, we cannot do that in just a ritual or a ceremony. It's day-to-day living and integrating and embodying our soul. Reversing to soul-led living, not ego living. So that means soul guidance, dropping out of planning. There's always, I share these examples, like yesterday, all these plans, there did some happen in the morning, But the rest of the day, all the plans didn't happen. So if the plans weren't made in the first place, then there wouldn't be the expectation and waiting for that, which get in the way of actually soul just living. So more and more I am living without planning. That can be scary at first. Yeah, for your business as well. There isn't a full calendar. Can you trust that everyone and everything comes in that wants to come in, that is in alignment, where the alignment magnetizes everything together? Yeah, that's a very different to target marketing, targets fulfilling, performing, plans, full schedules, set work hours. That all comes from the era of planning, which we are leaving. So I, as a forerunner, have been leaving that already, and I'm deeply embodying and anchoring the era of the cross of the phoenix, the sleeping phoenix, the phoenix rising, which is the end of the era of planning. In the new earth energy, we are not planning because we fully trust source and our soul to lead the way. And when we are aligned to source and soul, and our soul is leading, we are always guided exactly where we need to be. And those beings we need to meet, we are guided to meet. And then all flows. Also for our sacred work, our sacred soul mission. Yeah, in the new earth energy, which is soul-led, which we've all been, or many of us, and those of you who are with me on the same fractal, we've been preparing for this. Yeah, that starts with waking up to who we are, waking up to life, to earth, to source, to love, and then realizing, remembering who we are, realizing ourselves, remembering, individuating, coming home to self, to our true self, which is our soul, not our constructed self, which started when we incarnated into this body and physical reality. We were conditioned by our parents, our culture, our society, our family, education system, all the systems. We were systemized and conditioned. So that's what we've been operating on, how we were conditioned. Have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, do this, be a good soldier, be a good little worker, do this. Maybe you have a job even that because you were born in a families of lawyers or doctors, you also became a lawyer or a doctor. You didn't even question that, just all of this. You ate what your culture ate without, just all this conditioning. Maybe you were born into and conditioned into the medical system. You had pain, you got a pill, you got injections and this, and you just kept following that path because that's what your body was conditioned to. This is a deep coming home to self, letting the system go and the conditioning go, so that we operate guided by our soul. What is good for me? What is right for my body? Now, today, and where I live and all of that. And what am I here for? What are you here for? What did you come as a soul onto the planet for? Keeping opening our heart, living with the open heart. And if we are not connected with our body and taking care of our body, charging our body up and living, so this instrument of love, this precious body mind temple is not working optimally, then we are also having trouble integrating, embodying our soul and fulfilling our soul's mission. This divine instrument needs to be in top order. People are spending, if they hear the price of the Kangen machine, they are almost $7,000. They are like, oh, I could buy a car for that. Yes, you can buy a car for that, a crappy car, it also most of the time now costs that much to fix your car and hold it. And if you haven't got your body in health, you can't drive your car and you can't enjoy your car. So this we need to take care of first. Yeah, that is with water, putting the right fuel in us. The quality of water matters. And when we first moved onto tank water, I thought, oh, rainwater comes from the heavens. That's really good. But now rainwater is super acidic and there's all these chemicals in it. So we can't absorb the rainwater also properly. So no matter which water we are on, the same with tap water, it's full of chemicals and we can't also absorb it properly. It's not structured properly for our absorption. So we need the right water. We also need the right frequencies. We need the Earth's frequency. The electromagnetic field of the Earth we need. We also need the light of the sun. We need the light of life. The healing frequency of love. Yeah. And in its purest form, and from being outside in nature, we need to connect. We are human beings. Yeah, we need touch, we need connection. So, connecting with water, via water. Yeah, soul connection, deep soul connection. Deep soul connection. And remembering who we truly are. Yeah. Remembering who we truly are. There's one more zip in here. Yeah. So, let's hydrate and connect. Keep connecting within, in our direct link with Source first, with Earth, through the right frequencies. Yeah. So we are individuated, full within ourselves. Not full of ourselves, but full with our essence, with ourselves. Yeah, fully functioning. Yeah. I've had a few conversations the last few days with people who have lost their health, and they literally said, I worked myself to death because stress creates inflammation in the body. And when there is inflammation in the body, joints hurt, the brain fogs, all of that. We're not functioning, and then bigger diseases come in, tumors and everything else. Yeah, heart attacks, all of this. We need to look after ourselves and our life, aligning it with soul. Yeah, especially in these high energies. We are here, high solar flares, solar storms, geomagnetic storms. If we are not hydrated properly, it can knock you out, wipe you out. Yeah. It's in a way a no-brainer. But humans have been toxified. And some toxins, yeah, they aren't even toxins. They can be medicine for our body. But when it's too much and we are overloaded by it, and it's wrong and too much and continuous, it's just like fear. If you have a tiger run at you, as I say that, I see a kangaroo bouncing around. If there's a tiger coming, we have a quick fear. The tiger goes, fear is gone. If you live under constant fear and stress, like many are doing right now, fear of running out of money, fear of not being able to pay things because everything is blown out of proportion, that's stress. That creates dis-ease. That creates sickness, malfunctioning of the body. So we need to find new ways in all areas, so all is aligned with soul, starting with our health, which is our wealth, and then aligning, opening to the flow of love, of money, of everything, so that we can be fully healthy. Good morning. I see you soon. Yeah. So, connection. And this is what I'm noticing. When we are fully charged, we can connect differently. We can deeply connect. And that's what so many people are saying who are drinking this water, who are working with the frequencies, putting their feet on the P90, Terra P90, working with terahertz and PEMF. There's a different connecting. Couples are reporting who have been married for 40 years or so. They're suddenly saying, oh, my wife is nicer. Oh, my husband doesn't yell at me anymore, or vice versa. When I heard a testimonial of one couple saying, oh, my husband was saying like, oh, this doesn't work. And then she said like, oh, hang on, you used to yell at me then and then, and you haven't been doing this. And he's like, oh yeah. So how it works shows up in all different ways, because when we are full and recharged, we are not overreacting. Then we are relating from full, which means we are able to really connect and relate and start our living in this new dimension, in the 5th dimension and beyond, where it's love and unity, where we are all, we are in the new life now. Many of us are here, the forerunners are here. And it looks very different than what we have expected often. Different people, we are with different people, different locations, all of that. So, just speaking to that and keep going. We need to work through the so-called shadows, our unconscious, and the patterns, and the projections, and the wounds of the inner child. It's a lot of work. It sounds so easy to just connect with the soul and live that way. It's very, very hard work, and continuous, needs devotion and dedication, or it doesn't happen. Yeah, some years ago we thought, oh yeah, you just do one ceremony and you're there. It doesn't happen like that because the human conditioning is so strong. Yeah. So I see you later. I got to go now, and I wish you a very beautiful day. Yeah. That's a beautiful little doggy. Yeah. Magical, magical day. The birds are here. This beautiful tree, the light. Good morning. Good, how are you? Thank you. Yeah. So, lighting all the way up, letting this light fully come into the body. Good morning. And this is our cells rejuvenated, our cells fully working, the ATP process, and our mitochondria being on, and coming fully online, lighting the world up through our embodiment. Have a very beautiful day. No planning, just flowing, deeply, fully living love. And have a wonderful day, full of wonder, appreciating the body, appreciating being here. We are going through something humanity has never gone through, and we have come here exactly for this. It's very special. And it's very challenging as well. We gotta go through this, letting go of who we thought we were to become who we truly are. And I see you, I love you, and I see you later.